switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And off we go in Santa Clara. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Bernardo Green with that tackle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Murray from the pistol. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 10 now. Finds the in route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10, Murray. This finds Dobbs. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Diamador Lenore, and they're on the stop.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
From the gun, it's Murray. Buys time, rolling right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. Second and 3 now. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they take this in for the score. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Grouping adds the extra point. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They stick with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. His first throw is an interception. Max Melton with the INT. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Here's 2nd and 11. On the move, headed right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Blake Grupe on to attempt a field goal. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. That pass is complete to McBride. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Forced out to his right. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
The screen pass falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Murray on 3rd down. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. That's Diamador Lenore. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he makes the half goal. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. I don't know about you, Brock, but I could almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass and 6 points Return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, well, 30, 40 yards into his return. Then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
And what a return to add to that list.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the 49ers cut it to... Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. He's got Harrison. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he gets this forward to the 19. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down. Another carry for him. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Working quickly here. Throwing here, Murray. Marshall there to bring it in. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. They'll try and punch it in. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Kyler looking to throw. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals make it a 9-point advantage. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Groupie's extra point is good. And the Cardinals make it a 10-point ball game. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60. Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Track at 60. Hook.
From the gun is Purdy. He's going to push one deep down the right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So it'll be 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Let's go. Mustang 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready?
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a 49er first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He beams one deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up. It cost him that catch.
To throw again, it's Purdy. That's complete to Kittle on the sideline. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They strike for 23 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Play action now with Purdy. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Thought he had a touchdown there. So second down coming up.
I like that, Kate. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
Go!
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route complete. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here we go!
First down throw by Purdy.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Go, check! Go, check! Come on!
A pitch to McCaffrey. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it.
Ready up!
Cardinals going nickel here, third down.
19 Lions! Hey, smash Rocco! Check go!
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So they're left facing third and long. Here's Kyler to throw. Taken in by Dobbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
He fields it at his 43. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the 49ers will go on offense. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Lions.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
60. Set. Mustang 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 14. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On the set.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And it's 4th down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. No return on that punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got him. That's McBride. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Now Kyler. Caught by Marshall. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. New set of downs for him from the 46. Handoff now from the gun. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pass taken in by Marshall. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They kick the running back in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. He's on the move. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cardinals will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Groupie adds the extra point. And the Cardinals take a 3-possession lead.
49ers 7.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. They've got a man in motion. That throw behind his intended target. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cardinals might be able to get some points late after the interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Flush down out to his left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Arizona.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. And he will score! Touchdown, Arizona! The Cardinals get more points to end a lopsided first half. Groupie to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals make it a 24-point ball game.
49ers 7.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Buffalo 18. Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Come 19. Come 19. Go.
Throwing it just before halftime. He fires one deep down the middle, and they pick him off again. And the Cardinals do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco switch.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
60 Bobcat. 60. Ready.
Purdy setting up that play action. He fires one deep down the right sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Warriors 70. Check go.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. They're set up at the 35 now.
79 Bronco.
Purdy on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
2nd and 10 now. He's looking deep once again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. George Kittle, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Jair Brown. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there. We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that. Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose. Back to the air on 2nd, Purdy. That finds Ayuk, complete. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Pretty gonna go on 4th. Throw caught by his running back. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Oh, so close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down. He finds space into the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Sometimes that guy in the backfield, Kate, he can just sense it, sees it when a play's going to hit, and that time he knew it well before he received the pitch. That's an occasion where things broke right for him, and it led to a big, big hitter.
First down from the red zone. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Now the 49ers deciding to keep the offense on the field. They're going for two. He's throwing for it. And he's in. The two-point try cuts this lead to 16. That makes this a two-score game. On now is McManus to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Gets this one to Harrison. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
The give here on second. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Murray here on first down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on third and short.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They have themselves another first and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Going to the ground again on first. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Back to throw, Murray. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Just one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
They send the tight end in motion. Murray on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Draw play, this is McCaffrey. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jukes one defender. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throw by Purdy. He throws a bullet to the that's complete inside the 35. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the 49ers shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. On now is McManus to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Here's Kyler to throw. Marshall there to bring it in. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Purdy throwing here on 1st. That's brought in by Jennings. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 35 out of that one. And that's a 49er 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Has room inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Kyler looking to throw. He's got time here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet.
Oh, he loses the football. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
Short pass brought in. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that 1st by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They kick the running back in motion. From the 17. That pass is complete to McBride. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Back to throw it. Harrison's got it on the sideline. Will be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it second down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
And they send a man in motion. Play action now with Purdy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
He'll throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
Here we go, here we go. 79 Broncos. Seven Pirates, 19 Lion, 19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60. Ready?
He's back to throw. He'll get this to come. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Somehow they find 12 yards on 4th and 10. And that's enough to convert and brings up first down. Purdy setting up that play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers down by only 2 in the fourth. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His third through the air this game. So now, massive moment coming up for the 49ers as they go for 2.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to try and run for it. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the fourth quarter.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Return coming here from the 12. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
They're on the 49-yard line.
They're out and set. First and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. He's got it over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Putting a receiver in motion. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Cardinals pushing to get within range for a game winner. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now Kyler. He's got him. That's McBride. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Back to throw. Gets this one to Harrison. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throw right side, and McBride has it. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Running it after the penalty. And he'll get them enough for a first down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Back to the well again. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Man in motion here. They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. San Francisco calls it second timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw it. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Here's an important kick now for Blake Grupe. This from 40 on the right hash. And that one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. It's intercepted. That will do it. And the Cardinals make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And they...
Passport stat, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in friends. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. No sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in.
like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free.
I know that she be dancing. I know that she should take chances. I know that she's in this bed. I know that she got this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy.